All right, before we get going, there's just a few logistics. I reassure you that this is going to be exciting. You know, we've got music from Billy Bones and, you know, great MC I'll introduce in a minute. But if you look over to your, you know, to actually my left or your right, depending if you're looking at the stage, you'll see Tina's Cafe. They're open. They have a couple of bathrooms. They got some food, they got some water. It's getting a little hot, at least on the stage I can see the sun coming through. But hey, I'd rather have the sun than the rain. Remember that last year? But that didn't stop us. You know, try to keep the sidewalks along, you'll see them roped off. Be polite to the officers, they're doing their job. They're actually conducting some training at the courthouse, excuse me, and I believe the building here, the SWAT officers, they're just doing their job, and we got to thank them for doing what they do. We also, you know, we have some government employees that are working till 6 o'clock and still in the building, so, you know, be courteous. You see people coming in and out of the building, you know, make sure they have plenty of space again along the sidewalks. We may have infiltrators. Honestly, I don't see anybody. I think it's all, you know, just that one liberal that's left that won't admit that he's wrong. So I put up a website, you know. I haven't seen any, but if they're out there, you know, you'll see their signs, and you know they're not part of us. You know, just say, hey, you know, we've got plenty of volunteers. Point them out to one of our volunteers that are wearing the South Florida Tea Party T-shirt. They'll say volunteer on the back. It's very distinct. So, and we'll make sure that we deal with them. Please don't argue with them. Again, I don't see any. I think actually they may have went to another location, another country. You know, why show up? You're going to be like the limited, you know, the one person that's going to be there with a bad sign. We have a lost and found group or setup. If you lose anything, there's a table for lost and found. It's at that big tent. That's the South Florida Tea Party tent. If you're not signed up on our email list, please go to our email, go to the tent, sign up. You know, get a sticker. We've got a couple of projects going on, including, you know, balance our budget, so you can get information on that too. As far as you know, parking goes, you know, for people that parked on the side and you got the meters, make sure you feed the meters. I mean, it's tax day. Most of us are having to pay taxes. I hate to have you pay a ticket. You know, unfortunately, I already did that last year. It's $15. It's not pleasant, so, you know, feed the meters. Speaking of paying, if you can make a donation, you know, we do pay for this event ourselves, again at the big table. You know, we have costs such as printing. We made some, you know, we have some pre-printed signs. We always encourage people to make their own signs, but, you know, the decorations, tables, the stage, the rental, volunteer t-shirts, miscellaneous supplies, they all add up. And, you know, in addition, that, you know, what we're doing in 2010 is going to cost us, you know, some money, unfortunately, to take our country back. So, you know, a couple dollars here and there do help out, and again, you can make it at the table. I want to say a special thanks to and Hannah Giles. Sorry if you couldn't hear me before. Alan West, Joyce Kaufman, and all of our speakers. You know, there's a lot of tea parties going on. I think about 800 to 1,000 that I know of across the country. But we have one of, and I think her partner is not at a tea party, Hannah Giles, who was responsible for taking down Acorn. I can't think of anybody, you know, more important, or, you know, in the conservative world, and, you know, she's very young. I can only imagine what she's going to do when, you know, maybe she's 30. So you'll see on our website and some promotions. You know, her father doesn't talk about it that much, but, you know, unfortunately the liberal left is going after her. She's got a court case. It's all, she's already ran up a cost of over $600,000. So if you can go to defendhannah.com, you can also go to Clash Radio. You can find the link there, and we're going to be really trying to get her some support because of the great thing she did of shutting down that liberal organization. So socialist / communist organization. It's a good thing that you can actually hear me this year, and that's a direct result of one person, Billy Bones, in his performance. You're going to hear him. He's a professional musician. He's provided this, absolutely 100% free, all this sound system. So, thank you, Billy, for this sound system. Also, Gary Butler from Pro Sound Systems has been our sound coordinator and is running stuff. You'll see, as usual, we have our professional videographers from Channel 1 Images. We have Mike Huey and Allstate Financial Services for bringing the pirate ship and our crew for the event. They're off on the side. That is really an authentic crew. I talked to Mike on the way here when I was driving from Fort Lauderdale earlier this afternoon, and he was telling me about one thing that I guess we forget. I always think of the pirates as the guys off the coast that are stealing stuff, or Congress. And he was telling me that it's actually the first kind of Republican organization that they actually, if they didn't like their captain, they voted him out. I thought, oh, that's a good idea. So bring the pirate ship. So thank them. Take a look at the pirate ship. Again, it's a really cool thing. And the captain and his authentic wares, again, he's right over there. I want to thank C4 Rents for the stage and the equipment. Conservative Shirt Shop, they helped out with our t-shirts. Again, Tina's Cafe for staying open a little bit, having some hot dogs, waters, refreshments. They have a couple of staff they put out, and that they're staying open just for us. So thank you for doing that. And last but least, our volunteers. Specifically, I want to thank Meg Shannon, our Director of Operations. She's been handling the hundreds and thousands of emails and phone calls this year. So I don't know where she's at, but she's running around in like a fluorescent kind of green hat. She's probably over by the tent. So, thank you, Meg. And Sharon is her assistant that's also assisting. Victoria is assisted as usual. But again, all the volunteers, I can't thank you enough. We simply can't do these projects without you. So if you see someone that's wearing a South Florida Tea Party volunteer shirt, thank them. Don't thank me, thank them, because they're the ones that do get this done. Having said that, I think it's time to get this thing rolling.